Hi everyone, Animal Girl here, back with another of my special edition top favorite videos. It's Halloween, so this video is on my top 10 favorite Monster High characters. Monster High is a tween series featuring the lives of the teenage children of some of the world's most famous monsters as they journey through the most scary time of anyone's life, high school. Now, there are many wonderful characters within Monster High, as there are many monsters, or as I like to refer to them, paranormal creatures in the world. And all of them are great and wonderful in their own unique way, and that's the nice thing. That's one of the nice things about Monster High, is that every character is extremely unique. But these are my top 10 favorites. Okay, first off, we have Rochelle Goyle, and if I misspelled anybody's name in this, I apologize. Rochelle is a gargoyle, and we first see her in the Monster High short film Friday Night Frights. And she's actually a transfer student from another Monster High school, one that caters primarily to gargoyles. Apparently Monster High is the only one where multiple types of monsters work, attend classes together. A lot of the other ones are, there's a school exclusive for werewolves, one for vampires, one for zombies, and so forth and so on. And she also plays a big part in the Monster High movie Scarus City of Frights. And she does speak with a French accent, which leads me to believe that she immigrated here from France with her family. They don't really confirm anything, but that's what I think. I really love her design. You see it, she's got a very unique design with the wings and the gargoyle-like ears. Rochelle's also one of the 4 main characters in the Monster High Ghoul Friend books, which I have not read yet, which are tween books as well. So she is a very predominant character throughout the series, both movie, web, and literature. Number 9 is Abby Abominable. Abby is related to the Abominable Snowman, and you can tell from some of their names who's related to who. She is an exchange student from Tibet, I believe, and she does speak with a Tibetan accent. Little underlay of Russian in there as well, I believe, but it's mostly a Tibetan accent. And she's briefly mentioned in the 3rd Monster High book, Where There's a Wolf, There's a Way, not to be confused with the Ghoul Friend books. And I like her design. She's primarily white and pale blue and pale pink, and as she walks, little snowflakes kind of are in the air around her, which I thought was kind of unique. You don't see that with a lot of the other ones, other characters, where they have something around them. And she's always dressed in fur, which, as she lives up in the Himalayan mountains, that would be kind of, what she would want to wear to stay warm. And she doesn't quite understand a lot of things that are going on here in where Monster High takes place. She just does basically her own thing, which is kind of unique about her. You don't see that a lot in teen movies. Moving on, number 8 is Spectra. Spectra is a ghost, if you can't tell by her name. Spectre. She plays a big part, in the Monster High movie Haunted, where we travel to the ghost school. But again, with any of these Monster High movies I mentioned, if I haven't done a video on it yet. I will talk more about them when I get to that particular video movie for movie talk. She also is in the Monster High book. She first appears in the third Monster High book, like Abby, where there's a wolf, there's a way. But she appears more towards the end, and then she's in the fourth book, which is the last book in the series. I really like her personality. She's basically fascinated by everything, and she runs a gossip column online for the monsters. So she's kind of aspiring to be a journalist. The only thing is she doesn't really check a lot of her facts. So it's more of a gossip column than an actual news column. Number 7 is Rebecca, and she is a robot. And like Rochelle, we first see her in Friday Night Frights. And she's not an exchange student, but she's not in the show from the beginning. She's actually found in a secret chamber, but I'll get more into that when we get to Friday Night Frights. She also plays a part in the Monster High movie Frights Camera Action. And she, like Rochelle, is one of the 4 main characters in the Monster High Girlfriend books. And I like her design. She's, as you can tell by the picture, her shoes have rockets, jets in them and whatnot. And she's actually a sports person. She was the first girl to play a roller sport game that the schools play. But we'll get more into that in Friday Night Frights. Okay, number 6 is Operetta, and I believe she's a descendant of the Phantom of the Opera, just based on her name and her design. If you look at her, if you look at how she's designed, she's got a lot of musical aspects to her. She's got musical notes on her the heels of her shoes. She's got like a guitar thing on her back, or on her shoulder. And just her name, Operetta, almost sounds like opera. So, and she is revealed in Haunted to be a specter, although she's more of a solid specter. She also, like Rebecca and Rochelle, first appears in Friday Night Frights. I love her design. She has a very unique design. Well, they all have very unique designs. And I love her personality. She's not a girly girl. She is actually a very tough girl. So I do like that. I like how they're doing diverse personalities that you would see in high school. And they're not fitting like all the girls are girly girls and all the boys are jocks and there's like some nerds mixed in there. Everybody has their own clique. And that's what I like about these Monster High movies and webisodes and books, is that that's what they're showing. Okay, number 5 is Cleo Denial, and she is the mummy's younger daughter. I love her design. They did a wonderful job making her look like royalty, which she is. She is actually descendant of Egyptian royalty. She plays a big part in the Monster High movie, Boo York, Boo York. In the book, she's a little, and in the movies, she's a little bit of a drama queen, a little bit of a, well, not so much a drama queen, but she's a little bit of a diva. Everything has to revolve around her. She's the quintessential popular girl in school. All the girls want to be her friends and want to copy her look and whatnot. And one of the things that I didn't put on here that I like about her, also, that got her on the list, is that I do like Egypt, and the fact alone that she is an Egyptian monster kind of plays into that. And I love the gold that they put in her hair as the highlights. Okay. Number 4 is Frankie Stein, and she is the daughter of Frankenstein, although in the Monster High books, she's actually Frankenstein's granddaughter. She's the one that the movies are mostly told through. She will narrate a lot of the movies. I mean, there's actually very few movies that she doesn't narrate. The whole series is basically told through Frankie's eyes. And she is the new girl in school. She was actually built like 15 days prior to the start of the school year. So chronologically, she is decades behind her friends, emotionally, physically, mentally. She's actually right up there with her. But considering her ancestry, that's not uncommon. And she plays a part in nearly all the Monster High movies. She also played a big part in the Monster High books, up until the fourth book, where she really didn't, although they do contribute everything before that to her in near the end of the fourth book, which we will cover in book talk, I promise. Okay, number 3 is Draculaura. She is the daughter of Dracula. I love her design. She has a very unique design. It's all black and pink and frilly and girly. And she is not your typical vampire. She does not like blood. She actually is a vegetarian, in both the movies and in the books. And she, in the books, is an animal nut. She wants to be a veterinarian in the books. She rescues animals and whatnot. But she's like the opposite of what you would think of a vampire, where they're dark and secluded and seductive and whatnot. And she's the exact opposite. She's out there and bright and bubbly and whatnot, and you just kind of want to be her friend, without her doing any of that vampire stuff on her. And she also plays a part, well, actually she plays a very big part in the Monster High movie Frights Camera Action. Okay, number 2 is Laguna Blue, and she is a sea monster. She's from Australia, so she talks with like an Australian accent, and she's a lot of Aussie slang. She's an exchange student like Abby, and she is very much, I don't want to say she's a jock, but she's very athletic. She is an athlete. She's on the swim team in Monster High, which, you know, is the perfect sport for a sea monster. And she has a boyfriend who is a freshwater monster. And his parents really don't like her because she's a saltwater monster. So, you know, go figure. I love her design and I love her personality. She's got like this very outgoing personality. She's like a mix of an Australian and a California girl, which is really nice. I really like that she's got like that big bubbly personality where she's just friends with everyone and whatnot. And she does play a part in the Monster High movie Great Scary Reef, which we will talk about when I get to that movie for movie talk. Okay, before we move on to my number 1 favorite Monster High character, I just want to do a couple of honorable mentions, and that is Deuce Gorgon, who is the son of the Gorgons, if you can't tell by the snakes in his hair, and his last name. And he's also Cleo's boyfriend. Claude Wolf, who is the eldest son of the werewolf. And Ghoulia Yelps, who is a zombie. Okay, and my number 1 favorite Monster High character is Claudine Wolf. She's the daughter of the werewolf, or the oldest daughter of the werewolf. In the books, she has 1 sister, younger sister, and 5 brothers. In the movies, she has only 1 brother, which is Claude, and 1 sister, which is Helena. If she has any other brothers and sisters in the movies, they're really not mentioned. Well, actually, I take that back. In Frights Camera Action, they do mention you do see her older sister. And in a webisode, she mentions a younger brother, but we really don't see her older sister in any of the other movies outside of Frights Camera Action that I know of, and we really don't see any brothers other than Claude. I love her design. She has this very fashion-forward, chic look design to her, which, you know, I just love. I mean, it's not a design, it's not a fashion I'm into, but for her, I love the design. I also love her personality. She's very outgoing. She is not a girly girl, but she loves fashion. And she doesn't let really anything or she doesn't let what she is dictate who she is. She just does things her own way. She loves to design fashion. She does not get along with the Werecat Toraline, for obvious reasons. I mean, she's a canine, Toraline's a feline. It's probably that whole dog-cat thing going on there. But again, she's one of my favorite characters. Werewolves are one of my favorite paranormal creatures, probably because they are animals to a degree. But Claudine is definitely one of my favorites. You do see her in a lot of the movies. Actually, the majority of these girls on the list you see in a lot of the movies. That's all I really had to say about her. She's definitely an alpha girl. If you'll kind of pardon the pun with the whole wolf thing going on. Okay, feel free to check out my related videos, when there's really only one, which is my movie talk video on Monster High 13 Wishes. Also, feel free to check out my other top favorite special edition videos, which are listed right there. Feel free to leave your comments and questions in the comment section. If you're a fan of Monster High, let me know who your favorite characters are, if they made the list or not. Also, for my YouTube, if you're watching this video on YouTube, feel free to like and subscribe. If you're watching it on Facebook, feel free to like and follow. Also, feel free to follow me on Twitter, on Tumblr, Instagram, Twitter, and DeviantArt. I have the names I go by for those 4 sites right there on the screen. I also have the pictures I use as icons for those sites on the screen as well. Please note that all pictures seen within this video belong to the respected artists. I own absolutely nothing. Also, please note that I do take requests, so if you have an request or an idea for a top favorite video that you want me to do, just leave it in the comment section, please. And if I can get together 5 or more, 5 to 10 things for the list, I'll do a video on it. Okay, also feel free to check out my other top favorite videos. But please note that my top 10 favorite Star Wars men video at this point is exclusively on Facebook. I will attempt to do a remake of a redo of it and post it on YouTube, but at this point it's exclusively on Facebook. Okay, also feel free to check out my other videos. And a quick reminder on my comment rules. Okay, and please note that my TV Talk videos, my top 10 Star Wars men video, my book talk video on The School for Good and Evil, Book 3, The Last Ever After, and my movie talk birthday special edition video on The Lion King, and my movie talk videos on Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, Van Helsing, Hansel and Gretel, Witch Hunters, and Spooky Buddies are on my Facebook page as of the posting of this video. So feel free to check them out. I will have the link to my Facebook page in the description section. I will attempt to, with all of them except for the TV Talk videos, to try and do remakes of them so I can post them on YouTube. But it will take some time, and please note that the Lion King birthday special edition video will not be posted until, posted to YouTube as a remake until next October 6th, as it is a birthday special edition video, so it only makes sense for me to post that on my actual birthday. Okay, also before I sign off, I have a notice, and that is that TV Talk will not exclusively be on my Facebook page, as YouTube considers those videos to be spam. If you want to view these videos, feel free to friend me on Facebook. Okay, I will have the link to my Facebook page in the description section. But if you are having problems getting to my page through the link, please let me know in the comment section. I'll see what I can do to fix that. Or you can just type in my name and friend me. I'm pretty good about responding to friend requests. Just keep in mind there are 2 Jennifer Reeses that I know of on Facebook. One is a cousin, so you'll want the one with that picture on the screen, as that is my Facebook page, okay? As always, thank you for watching and have a very happy Halloween.